Hi guys, how's it going? Okay, I know missed first day. I'm recovering from this long ass man flu. No joke. Some people still don't believe, but man, it hurts. So after failing with the Buckleys, how do you call those? In French, they're pastilles. In English, they're lozenges. Really, that makes no sense. Lozenges. Anyway, so basically the Buckley candy kind of helped with the throat, or just toning down the burning a bit. But the real issue just led on or kept on, and even you see, I'm still recovering. The fisherman friend didn't really help. So eventually, I took the pills, the nighttime pill, and for a while that kept me up, mostly because I was chucking out all the excrements, but I started feeling better. So yesterday it slowly started feeling better. I still had a huge amount of excrement to spit out. Had some conversation with Doggy080, and he was hearing me just going from time to time. It was really nasty, so I couldn't really record under that state. And that's on my part. If I had things planned out in advance, I maybe would have had something planned around Monday or already recorded on Monday for first day. But you live and learn, and now I know I might as well set my deadlines for weekends when it comes to this, to plan for the entire week instead of spur of the moment. Here's an idea, or here's something that I've just learned. So, again, sorry for that, guys, and now I'm still dealing with the headache of all this spitting, so talking is not that much of a point, or not much of an objective for maybe the end of the day. Things should be better. But during that time period, had time to read, had time to check out Joel conquering demon souls on his Twitch. That was really cool. I'll drop a link in the description. Had time to see Absolute Zero, uh, possibly dying out to certain Super Mario Maker level. And as you saw in the recording I was talking about, Joel, I said Super Mario RPG. So my mind clearly wasn't there. And I also had time to congratulate Doggy for his birthday. Had time to do a bit of a sketch. Not at my optimal level, and this is something I might as well get into later on. But still, try to stay active is just really hard when such sickness just brings you down, even up to your level of stamina. Like, it was really weird. I couldn't really understand why my stamina was down until I'm like, okay, well, look, I wasn't able to sleep, so my my HP bar, my stamina bar, is not that high once I wake up, and I'm not able to take good decisions or be either productive. So the smarter thing I could have done was, okay, I wasn't able to sleep at night. Let's sleep all day, and not try or force myself to be active. Yet, keeping that in mind, I had time to think about certain things, such as analogies. When it comes to analogies and helping you to perform or helping you to understand certain things, uh, depending on your mindset, that could kind of help you. I found out, or I've just realized, by reading, at the same time, reading Scott McCloud's book on making comics, um, again, talking about the principles of comics, certain tools that can help you bring a narrative, and bring storytelling to life. But again, while your main objective is keeping the story be clear, yet in that book there are many analogies that I personally find helpful to understanding those concepts in a better fashion, or to make it easier to understand these concepts. And this could be a thing that could help you in the future. Just trying to look at certain tutorials or look at certain processes of either drawing or certain aspects of life and try to make it into a fun analogy that will stick in your head, you know? Like, let's say when it comes to art, the more I look at it, the more I see it as a, well, mostly in my case, as a not really Saga Frontier, maybe a bit more Disgaea, where the more I will go back through theories, you know, like perspective, values, and character placement, or yeah, you know, perspective, value, character placement, and gesture, uh, the more I go back through that, the more I level up in there because I'll keep doing this and get better at it. But if I don't go back to them, then they're going to remain stuck in that level, and sometimes they may go down a level because I'm not practicing it enough. So, keeping that in mind, it pushes me to go with that blitzkrieg type of exercise, which I spoke about, where I'm gonna push myself to again go back through these notions, go back through these principles, and then focus on what I want to focus or what I want to excel or double boost level up this time around in the future. And you know, it kind of gets me into that mindset when I start looking at things in such ways. You know, it's kind of like fighting games. I love fighting games, and the whole principle is you're gonna lose, you're gonna fail, but you're gonna understand. The more you fail, the more you understand the matchups, and the more you understand what you need, how you need to react. The more you understand your timing, you know, your reaction timing. And yes, Psychria spoke about that in that specific way, and it rings true to me because when I used to play a lot of Street Fighter 4 or Mortal Kombat at my old workplace, that's how it all panned out. You know, I started learning patterns, learning attack patterns, and learning how to react on certain base. So when I sketch, you know, if I didn't sketch this often or if I didn't give it my all in my sketch, then when it comes to my hand motion, it forgets how to react certain times, or it forgets how to process, let's say, putting an arm in certain perspective, having a muscle contract in such a way. You know, I start forgetting those reactions. So that's what kind of needs to be. You know, that's what kind of helps me figure things out. Sorry for that. I had a text message on my phone. But again, all of these are tools, not rules. Okay, and if it doesn't work for you, then that's fine. You know, you have a different way of learning things. Yet analogies could be a good way for certain other people to learn or to approach notions and theory. So when I'm starting to read Scott McCloud's book, or when I'm currently reading The Nine Old Mans as well by Andreas Deja, I don't take this necessarily as rules and strict processing way, but I'm trying to acknowledge the philosophy behind it using analogies that will resonate to me, you know. That's why I love the phone application Habit RPG, because in a sense, I'm putting myself in an RPG scenario where I want to level up certain skills or I want to create certain habits for myself to level up myself, you know? And I'd better follow on through these, or else I get a blunt, how do you say, not a blunt reaction, but a blunt statement that, yeah, you're not leveling up what you are setting out to be, what's going on, and then trying to evaluate, well, am I setting up too many things? Am I trying to do too many things at the same time? Is it manageable with my time span? And you know, you get through these things, but again, this is one of the reasons I really love Habit RPG and such applications. You know, it makes your life journey into an analogy of its own, in a sense. Of course, it's all with balance. You know, you don't want to get to the extreme, but you don't want to slack off as well. So it all depends on you. and what you want out of it, or what, let's say, your time span is all about, or what you are able to manage. And again, your own self reflection. So, all of this, all of this fever dream, fever reflection, and fever meditation. Man, fever was bad. All of this kind of helped out with a direction that I said I wanted to set, and that now it's like, well, what is this, like 2 months in, and I haven't been able to set myself into that? What's going on? And the more I went into it, plus looking at Scott McCloud's book, Making Comics, it's like, well, I'm trying to make things too complicated. And I should keep things simple without being too technical. Again, it's about balance. And there's been many times where I was trying to plan too many complicated things. And this was keeping me from just diving into it, because there's always this mental stranglehold of, okay, well, you're not doing this right, this could be better, you could push this to another level. And this had me thinking, oh wow, this is a facet or a face of the artist struggle. And I seem to be diving deeper into trying to understanding this. So why can't I try to integrate this and use this to lead into the projects I want to do? So soon, well, there's two things. Soon there's going to be a little segment that is going to be called Intermission, which is going to be kind of like a series of drawing, just pure storytelling with a tad bit of voice acting to just let it all out, let the message come out. And who knows, maybe some people are facing the same thing, some people may not. But the initial message, the initial thing I should keep in clarity, or the initial goal, is just artists will face these sorts of stranglehold, these sorts of blocks, and that you're not alone when you face this. You can keep things simple, and maybe spreading the message or showing people that you are facing this could help you or alleviate you in that quest. So I've had time to do at least maybe 20 quick sketches or 50 quick sketches that I need to scan and then set up in this storyboarding method. And this is going to be the intermission, and possibly leading on to personal quest, mixing that in with video games as well, because again, video games have been a big part of my life when it came to hard times and getting over these hard times. Another thing is, and something that might be released earlier or sooner, seeing that I want to keep things very simple, is the series of videos I took at the event Montreal Zoo. Now, the quality of these video, I'm not really too proud of it, because I now notice my video settings was extremely low to save space, and I noticed it afterward. Yet, what I will do is bunch up all the videos having titles of the games below, and then having the link inside the description to each and every project, so that I can give each and every of those projects the entirety of the view or linking that they deserve. And I wasn't able to go throughout the entire area. I was running out of steam, as you'll notice from the last video, and I still feel bad, but I'll try to have an honorable mention after. Yet all of this is just to try and keep it simple, to give the people that I had time to interview as much exposure as I can, even if the video quality is not up to par. At the same time, I was contacted by two of the many studios that I've interviewed over there to do some, personal little projects, which will lead into what I've previously spoke to, the artist's journey. So I'm trying to get like trying to do a two for one deal. Trying to talk about certain artistic struggle or the personal journey, while going into how fun these games are and how you can kind of make little analogies with that. But all of this is trying to keep things simple, not trying to get like mega crazy animations in there, just simple image. Let's not go crazy, and let's just try and have fun with the editing as well, while showing how badass these products are. And believe me, the two companies which I was contacted by have some very badass projects. Going at this convention, I was really hyped. Like, you will see, my hype is usually high. This was a whole notch higher, and I guess this is kind of, once the hype was depleted, the Canadian winter's like, okay, let's take advantage of that, and boom, sick for 4 days, man. So I'm not, I usually say I hope things are gonna go better and blah blah blah, but that's not the way I'm gonna take this on. I'm not gonna hope anymore. I'm gonna make it better. I'm gonna draw a timeline where things get better. Because if I go back to the old religious ideology where you're gonna hope that things go well, hope that things go, no, sorry, nah, son. You gotta make it happen, and just with being laid flat out with this sickness and having time to think, try to understand. Okay, well, I tried making things too complex. Many ideas piling up. Now just simplify it, dumbass. And again, this is personal journey. It may not apply to everyone. Yet, by doing this, I hope that the people who are facing the same kind of struggle understand that they're not alone. And who knows, they may find a couple of hints towards helping themselves. Or not. Again, it's all about relativity and balance, and I guess 2016, man, the year of balance for me. Well, it's the year of flow for another close friend of mine. So, let's have these kind of Avatar The Last Airbender kind of books and objectives for the year, and it's just a fun learning experience. So, again, analogies could help, further things on. It's all about tools, man, not rules. I'll see you all soon, because the video rendering should be done soon for Montreal Jus. And then we're going to have some fun with the intermission. Alright, guys? Again, thanks for your patience and also for your support, alright? I'll leave some link in the description for you guys to see some crazy ass shit with Absolute Zero, Joel the Backlog Knight, and Doggy's birthday animation. Because he is starting to get the flow of animation back in the blood. Alright. Woo! One more Buckley pill, people. One more Buckley pill. Later, guys.